Hi, Sagittarius. This is your October, 1st to October 15th general reading. I'm using the Angel Tarot cards for your overall reading, and I'm going to pull a few of the cards from the original Tarot Rider-Waite deck, and then I'll pull a Angel Message card for you. I have already pre-shuffled your cards and laid them out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and tell you each card that is out and the meaning of them, and then I will tell you the overall message of your reading for you. Okay? So, crowning your reading is King of Fire, and it just talks about focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Okay? So, just looking at your cards, Sagittarius, there's something that you started doing, some type of work. For many of you, this is career path or business path. Um, and you've already done some work with it. And what the angels are saying is that there's been a temporary pause in action, but it's unnecessary worry. Okay? Because right by the Seven of Earth, you have the Magician. And it's telling you that you're ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them, and life is magical. Okay, so it's telling you that this is the time, and if there was a standstill in the past, and what it looks like, I feel like you started this project or this creative endeavor, and maybe it didn't go as fast or as well planned as you wanted it to go. And so there was like a pause in action, or maybe you got worried about it not going as you wanted it to go. They're saying that it's unnecessary worry, okay? And they're letting you know right now is your time to manifest, okay? But it looks like with the eagle card sitting by the magician, something that's holding you back, or maybe why this pause in action has taken place, is because you have a false sense of entrapment. It says being overly focused on material things, negative or fear based thoughts. Okay. And you got to be careful with the ego, because usually our negative or fear-based thoughts come from the ego. It's that part of us that likes to control us, but it's very illusion, because in your past position as well, you have Eight of Air, and this speaks of being in an illusion, of being trapped, meaning you don't see a way out, or you don't see how to move forward with this. It speaks of a lack of self-confidence or afraid to take action. Okay? So you have the Eagle card and you have the Eight of Air. All right. So I feel like some of you the air cards are your they're your swords in the original tarot. They're your mental process, your thoughts and stuff. Sometimes it is keeping ourselves from moving forward, because we're not sure how something is going to work out, or if something has not gone the way we intended it, it could cause a lot of fear or anxiety. And it looks like you guys have invested your time and energy into building something. And the angels are saying the seeds are well planted. But I feel like with this thing that you're trying to create or that you started, you have some negative fear based thoughts, because maybe the financial aspect of it hasn't come in for you yet. Okay, so there's some negative or fear based thoughts around your finances, but what you have to be careful with the ego is whatever you're putting out energetically, if it's negative or fear based thoughts, that is what you will attract back into your life. And that could be why there's a pause right now, and why things aren't manifesting or coming in, or you're not seeing how to get to your outcome from it. It looks like you've also have Four of Air going on here, and it speaks of a time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So maybe some of you guys in the past have took a time out and you needed to see or get more details about something before taking action, and that's why there's a temporary pause in action right now. If you are feeling trapped and you're not seeing a way, like I said, I think for most of you guys this has played out in the past mostly, but you still got a little overage with it, because you're focused on the material aspect of it, the monetary aspect of it, as you're trying to move forward with this. Um, And what the angels are telling you is that you have to focus with commitment, with vision, and be the leader. And maybe you need to seek advice from someone creative that can help you get whatever this is. If it's a project, a new business, some area of your life off the ground, it's telling you to seek someone's advice for that to help it get it going. And with 4 air, it's telling you meditate. It may provide answers for you. So you got 2 air signs here, okay? You do have good cards, but your advice down here in the middle is you have justice, which says fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. And right underneath you have balance. This is the need of balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Okay, so these 2 cards speak of taking the necessary actions and steps, taking the middle path, okay, and doing things in moderation and balance, but make sure that you're taking the necessary steps. Some of you guys may be having a difficult time doing that because you haven't seen the results that you wanted yet, or that you expect it to manifest the way you wanted them. So you still, some of you may be in that illusion still and lacking that self confidence just because it hasn't happened yet. And what the angels are telling you is that do what you know is right for you. Okay, if this is the path that you believe that you're supposed to be on, and this is what you're supposed to be doing, then take this path, um, and make sure you're doing things in moderation and balance. All right, so like I said, it's still about taking that action, because your last 2 cards are beautiful cards with this reading. You have 3 of Earth. It says the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. And then your outcome is 4 of Fire. And it says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Okay? So what they're letting you know is that you're going to complete the project. It's going to be very successful, that you're in a creative manifesting time with things. But it is a process, though. It is a process of taking actions and steps towards this, okay? And for some of you, I think it's asking you to make sure for the right timing. And I say that because if you have the 8 of air in the Eagle card, and you're trying to manifest from a place of lack or fear or negative based thoughts, it's almost impossible to manifest from that place because you're so heavily weighed down by those emotions, um, that it's hard to take the necessary steps and actions that you need to do this in. And they're telling you don't want to overly do it because you don't want to try to manifest from a place of lack either, because all of that you put out there comes back to you. Okay, so it's very interesting that you have Knight of Fire and then you have Justice as central. All right, but what they're telling you is to know, to do what is true for you, to take this path, this middle path, and do what is right for you, and to stand up for your beliefs. Okay, um, you might have to do some clearing work out. Like I said, if you're still carrying these negatives of fear-based thoughts, you got to get rid of the ego. You have to shed it a little bit. Um, because right now it really seems like with the magician here that you have everything you need to do to create it, and you have the power of creativity for this. And it's telling you whatever you started, it's going to be successful. That you're going to have a successful completion of the project. So it's telling you to continue on this path that you know that is right for you. Don't get trapped in this illusion. You have to have faith and trust in yourself that you can do this, and not to be afraid of taking action. With 8 of Earth and balance here, and taking action and moderation, they go hand in hand. So I feel like some of you guys stopped with this project for some reason, um, because you lacked the self confidence with it, or you were afraid to move forward with it. But I feel like with your central card here, it's telling me that this is the path that is for you, that is right for you, that it aligns with who you are. And sometimes that path isn't clear for us. It's not always easy to navigate through it and to find the way through it and we feel stuck, like we can't do anything about it. And I think that's why you have 4 of air right here, because it's saying take some time to rest and meditate, that it will provide answers for you. But you do have a very happy outcome, Sagittarius. And you do have the ability and power to create, because right now you are the magician, and this speaks of in the near future you being recognized for very high quality of work. But you got to take that action, and you got to take that moderation. And from my own experience, I can tell you, you don't have to do it all at once. Just take a few steps every day. Okay, take a few steps every day. Um, and get out of ego. Ego is just fear based. It is very illusion. It is usually just our thoughts that are telling us things. However, we have the ability to change those thoughts at any time that we desire to. It really is just a shift in perception and perspective for us. I'm going to pull a few tarot cards from the Rider Waite Tarot deck and see if I can get any more messages or information from this reading. Like I said, overall, Sagittarius, it's a good reading for you. I just feel like some of you guys are on this journey or in this process and you're just feeling kind of stuck right now and you are feeling trapped and you don't know if you should continue. Your advice is to continue to do what you feel to be true for you. So if this is a job that you've left or a career to go into a new direction, and I find that many people are really doing that, especially within this year of change, most people are taking new paths and new directions, and it's a bit scary and they don't know how to navigate through completely. Just because things don't move as fast as they want to move and they are focused on losing their material things or their finances and so forth. And sometimes it can cause them to stop and want to turn back around. But ask yourself, Sagittarius, do I want to go back to that path I was on? And if not, remember why. And what they're saying is just continue to move forward. You got to have some self confidence in yourself. You got to take risk. Um, and this is the time for you to do it, especially in 2017, because this is like a year of huge change for us, but do it in balance and moderation too. Start with little steps and then they build and they build and they build. And if you're unsure, there's divine guidance all around you. Call upon it. Ask for synchronicities. Ask for signs. Whatever it is that you do, whether if you pray or you meditate, and what your angels are suggesting that you do, get those answers that you need. Okay. So, Magician in reverse came out. 7 Wands reversed came out, and then, okay, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I see, all right, with the mission reversed, and it's funny because you have the Magician here as well, is that you know what you want, but you're not taking the action to do it. Okay, you've decided what you want in your life, what is meaningful to you, what is going to bring you fulfillment, but you're not taking the necessary steps and actions to manifest it. And that's what your angels are trying to encourage you to do, to believe in yourself and have confidence in yourself that you can create this. Whatever it is that you put your intention and energy behind will manifest, okay? But you got to be in energies that allow you to manifest so you don't manifest the opposite for yourself. And it looks like you have 7 of Wands, which upright is usually about overcoming obstacles and challenges and so forth. It's about overcoming those things. It's in reversed as well. So I feel like some of you are at a standstill right now. You're still at a standstill. And then you have 4 of Pentacles, which is about building solid foundations, security and stability and so forth in the material aspect of your life as your outcome. Okay, so with the angel cards and the tarot cards, what I'm getting for you is that you're trying to build the security and stability in your home life, and that is what you're really wanting. But some of you are lacking the confidence and the courage to go forward. I think this path that you're on or this journey could be somewhat unfamiliar to you, and that's what's making it very hard and difficult to navigate, and that's why there's a lot of fear-based thoughts. um, or you not being able to see the way through it. But your message from the angels is this is the time for you to do it. But I would say do some energy clearing work first, meaning don't put out negative fear-based energy. Wait until you come into a place, and I think that's why you have balance versus wait for perfect timing. Um, Wait until you come into a place of wholeness where you are putting out positive energies, you have more faith, and you are feeling confidence. And I think then you'll be able to overcome the obstacles and challenges. The obstacles and challenges is what is making you not take that action because you don't have the self confidence in it right now because you're trapped in that illusion. Whatever it is for you, Sagittarius, it will differ for everybody. You don't see the way to move forward, and that's why they're suggesting that get advice from someone creative. But I would definitely say you do need to continue. Maybe you just need to look at other avenues and ways of going about creating this or completing or creating the project though. Okay. And then you may feel a little more confident in doing this. Let me see what your angel message card says for you in regards to this situation. Because it's not a bad reading. Some of you are just stuck in the thing, and what the angels are telling you is that you do have the power to create this. This is what you want. You want this. This what I feel like it's a project or a business, something related to that has to do with work, career. I feel like you really want this, but you don't see a way to get to it. So therefore, you're just stuck and you're not moving forward and you don't see a way through the obstacles or challenges at that time. But the whole process that you're going through adds up to something. That's why it's important to go through it. But like I said, be careful how you're trying to manifest this. It looks like if you continue to move forward and you do take action steps in moderation, that it's going to be very good for you. It's saying you're going to be recognized for the high quality work that you do and that it will be a successful completion of a project. But like I said, I would clear out anything negative, any type of negative energy from your thoughts, because whatever you're going to put out there is going to come back to you. That's something you have to learn, and it makes it hard for you to create from that heavy energy. Okay, so you have Teresa for your angel message, and she says, "Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself." And that goes with your Four of Air card too. Um, it says take time to rest or take a vacation. All right, allow more time before making a decision. So I think some of you started this project or whatever it was, and you went full force with it, and you didn't see the results that you wanted right away. So you thought that okay, it's not going to go, it's not going to happen. I don't know what to do, and maybe you just stopped taking action on it completely. But maybe it was that you need to do it in a more balanced way where your emotions aren't so tied up in it, um, and they're not so focused on the outcome of it. Because when we focus on the outcome, then every time we do a task to a project we're doing, that's all we're thinking about is the outcome, and it makes the whole process like uncomfortable for us. You got to focus on the process, and in that process, it is kind of evolving you and developing you. And you will get there. Your cards are saying that you will get there. And they're encouraging you to continue to focus and communicate with vision um, so that you can move forward. But with your cards here, I would suggest slowing down, taking a step back, and just doing it in a little more lighter approach that doesn't seem so strenuous for you. Um, and build that self confidence and have that faith and trust that you can move forward so that you can move forward because I feel like some of you may have moved forward with it but felt like you couldn't finish it or something. That's what I'm getting from your cards in the reading. All right, Sagittarius, that's your reading for October 1st to the 15th. I'll be doing your mid-monthly shortly. I added a couple projects onto the channel. If you go in the description box below, you'll see the link to my new website. It has my services and my prices on there. I also started blogging. I started doing some blogs on what I feel people need help in or guidance as they go through their journeys and their paths, feel free to look at them. I also put my Divinity Path Facebook page on there. So if you want to come over and join the page, on the page is where I'll be posting any promotions or sales that I run on any of my services, but I'll also be putting the blog topics up that I write on when I write them, so you know that they're available and you can just go right to the web page. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed your reading. You know, I love your feedback. Let me know if it resonated with you, and I will see you shortly for your mid-monthlies.